Hey guys, it's Jonas. After like 3 months or so, I'm gonna start thinking I actually have a life. Yeah, this is a battle that I had against the ever so sexy Rich, which I enjoy battling with a lot, and it was about 2 months ago, I guess. Well, don't mind my voice because I'm kinda sick right now. And the reason why I haven't uploaded in so long is because I just don't have the time to narrate my battles, and I really enjoy narrating them. So I just have to get it done whenever I can. And since the year's almost over, I thought I owed you guys something, and that's why I'm doing this. I actually found the time. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Anyways, on to the battle now. You've pretty much seen the beginning. I'm not going to bother with that now. Let's just say that Evolution Stone Porygon 2 is simply mad amazing because it's so defensive. It's really something worth keeping, I guess. But this is where trouble starts because I'm kind of scared of this Rankarusu right now. Basically because I don't know if it's going to be a double screener or a Calm Minder, and I need to stay in just to make sure what he wants to do. And he goes for the Calm Mind, so that tells me I cannot stay in because he'll just recover off the damage, or I just need to get a crit to make him faint, and I really don't want that. So I switch immediately to Arcanine because I know I have Light Screen up, and Psychic, even doing a shit ton, won't be ever so threatening. So I'm just hoping that Flare Blitz will take it out, and it does, which means it probably only has max HP and no defensive EVs whatsoever. So I live with 34, and I haven't seen any walls on his side that are able to set up Stealth Rocks, so I'm thinking he doesn't have it right now. So I switch out just to make sure that I will probably need priority later in the game, and I still have 2 Life Orb hits. So I go to my Mambo, and I completely forgot that Victini gets access to Thunder and Thunderbolt. So I was just predicting a U-turn, which he ends up doing on the next turn. So now I know that Light Screen's off, and I go immediately to my Scarf Nidoking, which I did not think that he would expect it to be Scarf. But this was a game-changing point because he misses Sleep Powder, and the game would have been completely different after this. I don't know who would win or lose, but it would just be a completely different outcome. Because I basically had only one wall to take that thing out, and it was Porygon 2, so he could keep on Butterfly Dancing as he wished. At least he didn't have any leftovers. So I take it out with the Sludge Wave, which is really boosted to hell with Encourage, or Sheer Power as they call it now. Most of the translations to English on things so far are just completely retarded. I basically have my Mambo in just to scout out what this Sazendar wants to do, and don't bother telling me that Tickle is a completely useless move on this thing, or any Pokemon in general, because basically I just use Tickle as an inside joke, and Rich would understand what kind of joke it is. I immediately changed it after this battle, so yeah, just don't bother. He flinched me on that one Dark Pulse, and that kind of scared me because I wanted a Wish Up so that I could switch to Porygon 2 without fearing a really powerful Draco Meteor up my way. But he ends up doing Dark Pulse anywho, so one way or another didn't matter too much. I think that the Sleep Powder miss was still much more tragic, I guess. So I know that he's going to go for the close combat now, seeing that only one thing resisted so far in Surrenderoso, and it'll probably take a lot of damage from it. But this is a bulky one, at least only max HP, has no defensive EVs. It kind of took that close combat well, I guess. And now I go to Nidoking because now he thinks that I might be scarfed and goes to Desukon just to see what I want to do. And even though I'm only scarfed, that Earth Power is powerful enough to take it out at half health, which is really amazing. Now he goes to Sazandora knowing that I'm choiced. And I use Espeon as fodder because it's basically a double screener. And I go back to Nidoking, and I should have used Ice Beam here, but I didn't want to give Victini a free switch, so I went for the Sludge Wave, and I was unsure if another Sludge Wave would take it out, and I really didn't want to lose my Scarfer right now, because it could take out most of his Pokemon. So I sent in Mamambo just as fodder, and to have a few Life Orb recoils on his part, so that now I was sure that Nidoking would take it out one way or another. And I do, so that's good. And now he's going to send in Victini, which again I know is too bulky to die to a single Sludge Wave, so I'm going to use Randarosu as fodder to have some Life Orb recoils. And I actually lived as Psychic. I don't have that many special defensive EVs on this particular set. I changed it like some time ago. But yeah, being able to sustain at least one Psychic was good enough in order to stall it out of Life Orb recoil a little bit. And I traced Victory Star, which is kind of interesting because that means Charge Beam will have 99% accuracy. This way I don't need to stall out Life Orb because I can take those Psychics relatively easily, and I'm able to finish it off. So all he has left now is Sazandora, and he's gonna Draco Meteor just to make sure that I am KO'd. And I've always suspected this to be mixed, so I don't think he's afraid of losing his special attack. So now I use Arcanine to try to finish the game off and use Extreme Speed, but I'm not max attack, so this Sazandora is gonna live, but it's gonna die to Life Orb recoil. So Nidoking's my survivor, and that's a really good game, Rich. And I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. See you next year.